One. Hello, everyone, and welcome to yet another session of Code with Italians. You will notice that we have a guest today. Our guest is a returning guest. Hi, Mark. Welcome back.
Nice to be here again.
We like to be trolled
Uh,
in person, apparently.
Yeah.
yeah, I was trolling you a bit on Sunday on the chat. So Ivan threw down the gauntlet at the end and said that I should come on Wednesday. So here I am.
This is
Yeah,
this is just
it's to contain the damage. It's like a containment measure. So we have fewer trolls in the chat. You just invite them over as guests, so you can actually
Yeah, but
contain them.
I can still access the chat, so I can still troll
Oh,
you
no,
both
come
in
on.
real life and on the chat. So I get double bubble.
hello, everyone on chat. Hi, Matum. Hi, Raiden. Welcome. Today, at the end of the stream, we're gonna be announcing our special guest that is gonna be with us in a week, exactly on the 30th of June, to cover the conversion of our shared preferences horror into data store. And we are so excited about this guest because it's someone that is very close to the matter in question of data store. So it's straight from the horse's mouth in a way. With this giant teaser in place, I think it's worth doing a brief recap of what we were doing on Friday and a small note on what I've done in the meantime, just a minor thing, and then what we want to do today. So first of all, on Sunday, I wish it were Friday. On Sunday, we worked on the onboarding. We were working on the date ranges. We have put something in place where you can add other time ranges to the list up to a maximum of 5, if I'm not mistaken. And then you can remove ones and you can pick the time and change it. The time picking was broken because the library that we used to select the time was actually not compatible with the latest version of Compose. In the meantime, it has been updated, and that is a small change that I've done, which is I have updated that. So now if you run the app, it doesn't crash anymore. But hey, Sasha, welcome. But today we're here to change things yet again.
Hey, evolution design.
Yeah.
Incremental design.
Yeah. The library that we are using, I am going to switch to the screen share now. The library that we use is this one, the Compose Material Dialogues, which it works kind of, but it has too many bugs. Let's say it's a bit complicated, and also we don't particularly want to have a dialogue in our UX. We want to have changes that happen in line. So what I've done is yesterday evening after yesterday evening I have designed like this is the situation we kind of had on Sunday and this, but I want to change it from a dialogue to something that looks like this or this, but ideally like this.
Fancy.
Yeah, fancy, right?
Fancy.
It almost looks like something that you might want to use instead of ugh. But I'm not 100% sure of this design yet, but it's close enough to what we will end up with anyway that it's a good starting point. Now the idea is that you have the hours and you have the minutes, and each of them can be selected, and then you can use the buttons to change the value. You can also, if we have time, the goal is to make it swipeable, so you can select an hour by just swiping up and down. Ideally, I would also love if you could just type in, but that's not something we're going to do today. We might get back to it in the future, but that makes it very complicated to handle in terms of UX, it's very complicated to handle at the same time something that is editable and something that is swipeable. And I think swiping is a nicer interaction overall. So we're going to go with that for now. One thing you will notice is that when you click the time, the other items get pushed down because this is like part of the same item. So I don't know if we're gonna have time to animate this. It shouldn't be complicated, but just in case, we also need to take care of this. And on top of that, we will have to do some changes to our data model that we're using right now to make to decorate the actual time range with saying, oh, this is expanded or is not expanded, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, the states, it gets a bit more complicated as usual, right?
Yeah, obviously
entropy.
We have more things, and we are running towards the entropy death of the universe. Just to show you where we were at, this is how it looked. You can add another line. There is, oh, I have broken this. Okay, fine. There should be a delete icon here, but I've clearly broken it. There's the annoying bug. Well, yeah, it's not a bug, but it's annoying nonetheless, that when you click this, the ripple moves with it, and it's not clear that it's this one that is turning into this. So I don't know. Eventually we'll have to figure that out. I think we can fake it a bit better, but we'll see. For now, I wouldn't worry too much, to be honest. So let's see, first of all, if I can fix the stuff that I've broken. If Android Studio decides to cooperate eventually.
The rendering.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the page. And the button there.
So
yes,
Mark, you were also trying UI testing, right? The other day, you were talking about UI testing in the chat on Sunday, I guess.
Yeah, I've just done a couple of blog posts on UI testing, where I basically did a split layout, which behaves differently on smaller displays and large displays, and then behaves even differently again on foldables. When the fold's open, they aligns with the hinge or the split or whatever, and wrote some UI tests to test all that behavior. And Compose does make it an awful lot easier, particularly if you hoist the state, keep them stateless, then you can really control from your test what state they should be in. And you've just got to validate that if you've put your UI component in a particular state, this is what it should look like, and this is how wide it should be, or how narrow it should be, or whether you've got a list on one side and a detail on the other, or whether you've just got a list full screen and when you tap on it, it brings up a detail. All of that kind of stuff you can UI test quite easily, and it just works really quite nicely. But again, it's better if you've designed your components for testability.
Yeah, but so those are some JUnit tests, or they are like espresso tests?
At the moment, it's Android automated tests. But I did see, I forget who it was. It was a Googler basically said that it's going to be coming soon, that it will work with Roboelectric in unit tests.
I think it was Jose, probably.
Yeah, you
sounds like
right.
a Jose,
yes.
Right?
Yep, I think you're right. It was. But then with Compose Desktop, there's no reason why you even then need Roboelectric if you can design to not use context and things like that. Anything that's just pure UI, you potentially should be able to run a unit test on, just in the JVM. So that isn't around now, but certainly seems a reasonable option. And I think in Jose's tweet, he did mention that it had already sped things up just being able to use Roboelectric. But even that has a spin up time when you're using it in unit tests. So being able to cut that out, would it then improve your test run speed even further?
Nice. Well, that's promising anyway. So more testing. If they make it easier, it's probably, there's a lot of friction with testing so many teams I joined over the years. Like everybody, especially UI testing, is always like it's like oh no, we don't want to go there, we don't need it, the return of investment is bullshit, and nobody likes espresso and that kind of stuff. So if they make it easier, probably the adoption rate will increase, and hopefully we will have I don't want to be so positive, but saying
don't be too
like
positive.
decent code bases, because I know programmers, so they will always be like shit tons of shit in every code base, like around the corner, but yeah, I mean, if testing gets nicer, it's always a good thing. So nice. Sebastian, I saw that you restored the X.
Yeah, I fixed the X. I had simply forgotten to, because it was a small tweak that I've done after the stream on Sunday, where now actually I've moved all the state outside of the time range row, and I've decoupled the can be removed with the on removed, and I had forgotten to put the condition there. Also to be said, I've just I had done another thing, which is, or I think maybe we did it on the stream, I don't remember, but yeah, just wanted to point out that when you add a new time range, it starts like 1 minute after the previous one.
Yeah, I think we started on Sunday, or at least,
yeah,
at least we started. I can't remember if we
know.
finished. Yeah. Okay, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
So what do we want to do?
Oh, also
do we want to fix the ripple, or we want to do the picker?
I made it centered again, which is very important to me.
That's actually good. I mean, it moves, so it still gives me OCD.
Moves, it moves because this line is
so
longer
bad
than this.
For my brain.
This line is longer than this, and there's not much we can do about that.
Yeah. No. I mean, you can squeeze the numbers, but
Even.
I mean, if you were a good friend, you would squeeze the numbers. But jokes aside, what do we want to do now? Do we want to try to jump on the ripple effect, or do something else? Do you think we can fix the ripple? I mean, out of curiosity.
I think it can be hacked, but I don't want to do it now. I think it's not worth it, most likely.
Okay.
It's a minor thing, and we don't want to waste Mark on the ripple thing, which is probably going to be an issue of fake it till you make it. So
nice. Okay, so let's exploit Mark.
Okay.
Well, actually if you wanted to do the inline thing, that is so easy to do.
What do you mean?
You probably, if you wanted to do the showing an inline UI component between, say, the two lines, showing the two dates there, the first thing you need to do is just hack in the UI you want so that you can see it as though it was in line. Then you just wrap it in an animated visibility, and as and when you toggle the visible state, it will animate in and out, and you can control what those enter and exit animations are.
So let's say we go to our trusty preview, and temporarily we can create a composable function that is also time range row preview. This is purposely lowercase because I want it to be annoying for me. So I remember to remove it when we're done. But
leveraging your brain.
Yeah, I am hacking my own brain, if you want. Also preview, I just need to copy the, yeah, this. Okay, and this actually goes like that. Perfect. Now this is a requires a bundle onboarding theme, and it takes in a time range row. Okay, and let's see our preview starting to show up. So we can start hacking things together like Mark suggested.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, there you go. I think the first obvious thing that we need to do is to have a state here for expanded or not expanded.
Yep, that
Okay,
makes
I mean,
sense.
yeah.
Okay.
Let's start with.
And obviously this also goes here. Okay. So now we can actually drive whether this is expanded or not. But I think the most important thing to start with is to have something to show and hide. So in order to make it expand or not, we need something to display. So I would start with, I'm just thinking, do we need like to make this a column or not? Maybe. Like putting this actual row inside of a column. And we need the modifiers fill max width. Probably that should be all right. Okay, and here we can actually put the stuff we want to expand. So I guess if is expanded, then well, let's actually, if expanded, then we show something, or we can make like a box for now.
Get red box.
Let's make it blue, whatever, doesn't matter. Okay, so if we refresh the preview, then we can theoretically just change that. No value passed. Oh yeah, there's always false. That's fine. Let's refresh the previews, because obviously that wasn't working. And let's go down to here. Okay.
Okay.
So this is not expanded, but given we have live edit literals, this should work.
Is it?
It doesn't. I tried.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good try.
I tried, but yeah, okay. This looks legit. I think
that if when you write, I mean, if you wire the click, probably you can try the interactive thingy, right? Like clicky, clicky, clicky.
Yes, but then I wouldn't have the expanded state here, like passed in as a parameter. I would have to have the state in the composable.
I think it would be nice to just wire that up so that you could just do a click to expand, because then you can drive the animation from that. And I promise you, the amount of code that we will need to add is minimal for, well, you know, once you have just this basic wiring in place to toggle, tap to toggle, adding an animation on that is trivial. It's mind-blowing how easy it is.
Okay, so to make that work, we can...
Sebastiano, trust the expert, please.
I am trusting the expert. I am fully trusting. Yeah, the thing I wanted to say is that we need to we don't need this on time changed whatever thing anymore, because what we need to do is, instead of telling when the value has changed, because that's what we're doing here with the time picker dialog, so we don't need the dialog anymore. What we need to do here is an on click substantially. And then we can rename it, and then this is on click, like that. And to be fair, I don't know if this is used in more than one place. Yes, it is. So fuck it. I'm not gonna. Okay. So
do you need this? I don't think so. No.
Yeah. No, I don't need the value anymore. Okay. So this is now the on click. Is not value changed, but rather this is a signal that we need to show something.
Yeah.
You just need to toggle that expanded state.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to
bubble up the event. Where would you do it? Will you do state hoisting also for this kind of stuff, or would you keep a remember in the composable?
Well, I think the advice that's always coming down is you basically hoist the state to the point where things coalesce. So where you kind of need to, where you might be needing to handle state for different children, you need to hoist them up to the point where you can control all of them. So in here,
we probably are okay with storing the state here then, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can probably revert this, like on time range change.
Because I always have the feeling, that you bubble up things to eventually reach the view model, right? At some point the view model gets the events and it generates another state, then you actually just feed it to the composable again. And at the moment I do it like constantly, the old Android way of doing it, MVI, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But especially with Compose, where you can do this kind of stuff very quickly in place, like a lot of animations, a lot of tiny state that you have on tiny bits. It feels like I always wonder, like, does the view model need to know about this stuff? So, I mean, if the user closes the app and, it opens the app again, and I want to restore the time picker, that might be, a use case for, okay, the view model has to know, because if I kill the app and I reopen the app, I want the date picker open, like, like crazy state management, like persist the state.
But you can also do that using remember savable. So that
even that, because basically what's that? I mean, it's like the save, the like the one that we have it in already, right? Fragment. How is it called? I never use it.
Store instant state.
Oh my god. Yeah, but how is in Endre? Save it. Say fuck me. I'm getting old, but yeah, again, you could do it in the composable itself. So where, in your experience, where do you draw the line? When you stop?
I guess you've got to consider what the state represents. So there's some state that's kind of business logic state that you definitely need to hoist up to a state holder of some kind. Doesn't necessarily need to be a view model. A view model you can use as a state holder, but you don't have to do it that way. But if you're considering maybe the UI state, like whether a component's expanded or not, I don't see any reason why you need to hoist that up. That can be contained. It does mean that you are no longer having a stateless component, but it's still a state that you can test. So you could write UI tests around expand collapse. So that state is intrinsic, and you can then drive that through taps and things like that. So you still might want to hoist that depending on how it's interacting with other controls. But if it's a completely self-contained control, there's no reason to have it stateful for its own visibility or its own appearance state, rather than actual data that might drive the state. And then that's part of your business logic, which maybe lives in a separate state holder.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you see, I mean, a pattern emerged over time. Like more, it's probably started like gut feeling: do I need this or not? And then it's like, okay, makes sense. Okay, it worked. But I see. But it makes sense. It makes sense. That's why I wanted like a second opinion. Like, am I doing it wrong? Because sometimes it feels like overkill. Like you are pulling these booleans up, and then like because it gets very tricky. So the beauty of being able to extract composable, like you're just control what is like extract method thing, right? You just pull a composable, and then you realize that you are passing this callback or this boolean, like 15 million composable, just because there is a boolean that I need in this leaf composable, and then you start wondering, well, does it make sense that everybody knows about this boolean? Because that's also the other thing, right? To make it bubble up, everybody has to know it.
Yeah, and I think in this case, consider that you've got these from and to pills here.
Yep.
That they are definitely part of your business logic for how the app needs to work. So that does need to extend out from the UI. It's not part of the UI. But the expanded collapse state, in order to silence notifications, you don't need to know about that in your business logic. So it's part of the self-contained UI state, in my opinion. So you can quite happily have a stateful point in your compose hierarchy, and there you can actually write your UI tests that handle your clicks and taps, and you can then write your UI tests. Is this expanded? So you basically can find the pill much as you can with espresso. You perform a tap on it much as you can with espresso, and then you assert whether this box is visible or not, which you can do. There's a really nice thing called tags, which you can attach in your test layout. You can just find a particular component by tag, and you can then assert whether it's visible or not. So you can then write your test around what state you are embedding within your composables. That's why you might want to take that out of traditional views, because they're much harder to test. Espresso tests are, I think, much more tricky to write than compose tests. But they, I'm fairly new to them, but I was just, a little bit of learning along the way. But how much easier it is to write tests is quite something. And it's something in a couple of weeks, I've got another post on UI testing, which even takes it a step further. That's due early July. But yeah, there's some really, really cool stuff that you can do. Nice. So keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the blog, we have a link in the chat. We will have a link in the description. So in the description below, of course, because you're because you are watching this on YouTube and that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm that kind of Sebastiano. This is happening. You need to embrace the fact that we are
I know.
streamer, we are YouTubers now. So there is like a jargon that we need to use. You know, like ring the bell, smash the button, that kind of stuff.
Make
and there is also
any less depressing though.
No. You don't need to be depressed. You just need to, I mean, make peace with the thing. That's it.
Deal with it.
We can, we can have some we can make do some meditation together if you want. I mean, I can, like breathe in and subscribe, breathe out and like the video. That's this kind of stuff.
Focus on the comment that you want to write. And
Zen
note
it. Write a book, Ivan. Zen and the Art of Pleasing the YouTube Algorithm.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna just try the old-fashioned way, just ranting. I don't need a book for that. I can rant live.
While you were talking,
Sebastian.
I've just turned the box into a surface so it looks like something. The idea is that at some point we will want to have like a custom shape that also draws the triangle.
Oh yeah, nice.
I haven't done it yet. I don't know how to do it. I don't think it's rocket science, but at the same time.
Yeah, I've done it with material shape, not in Compose, but just in standard material shape using drawables, and that's relatively easy. You can just use a custom edge treatment to draw a triangle.
I mean, it seems similar because it uses the outline, but we'll see. If we have time to do it later, otherwise we'll maybe do it on Sunday.
Right, this looks ready to animate.
Yeah, I think there's something else that I would like to do before animating it, which is, first of all, we only have expanded, but it can expand it from either one, right?
Yeah.
Fabio is saying we can use a card to have shape and elevation for free. Yes, also that's the case. I didn't know with a card, though, if you can pass a custom shape. That's why I went with a surface, but it's also relatively easy to change.
I think you should be able to.
Let's see.
Yeah, there's only one way to know, right?
Card. Yeah, it takes a shape.
Card. That's perfect.
Shout out to Carl. Hey, Carl. So we don't need. We do need the padding around it. We don't need the shape for now, because let's assume that a card is doing the right thing.
Rounded.
Oh yeah, it wants an on-click.
Why is complaining?
I think it wants an on-click, but I don't want to make it clickable.
No, I don't think it. I mean, it can't be so aggressive.
This one wants an on-click. This one doesn't.
Wow. Okay.
Shape as well.
The color probably is the
color. I have it though.
Does it? Is it content color or color?
Content color. Yeah, but content color I don't care about. That's fine. Okay.
Well, I should get the surface color, right? I never remember which one is getting.
Probably. We'll find out very soon.
I think card view.
Yeah, no, it gets
surface,
the surface, which is not the right one.
No, is it? Primary. I can't remember. No. Primary is the but. I mean, this thing I will never remember. I mean, we are on the edge of changing the whole UI system, and I will never be able to remember which one it was.
Okay, this should work just fine. Yeah. Okay.
Look at that, it works.
Like in business. Okay, so what I was saying is that if you notice in the designs, there's two things that we cannot do yet. One is saying which of the two chips is the one that is expanded. because now we are conflating the two things into one. We only have the one expanded state. And also, when we get to the point of having the arrow thing, we need to know where to put it. Like, is it here? Is it here? We don't know. So we need to figure that out. Also, I'm not sure how we'll get to align it, but that's a different problem. So what I was thinking is that we can replace maybe the Boolean with an expanded time enum. And we can say, oh, first of all, hi code Sevaradam. Okay, that name looks too long for my brain to process today. But I want.
But it was easy to butcher, so congratulations.
Thank you. I take pride in my lack of skills. So we have now that we have made it expanded part of the enum. Then we can say, well, now expanded is from, and expanded is to, and now this is if expanded is not. Yeah, it was deleting random stuff. Don't ask me why.
Okay. Oh, but I mean, on the deletion note, Mark never first-hand experienced the Android Studio is just slaughtering files on our machine. So
it happened again, by the way, after the stream on Sunday. It deleted a bunch of files. Luckily, after I had committed, so that was easy. But I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna do it during a stream because it takes a lot of CPU and memory. But I figure out a way to figure out what is deleting the files, so I can figure out where I need to file the issue.
I think Android Studio just doesn't like Seb.
Yeah, but it was very meta. I liked I figured out the way to figure out the why is doing it. Super recursive.
So the reason why I wanted to have that is that eventually we need to pick like which one is expanded. And now you can tell which one it is. So that's very nice.
Look at that.
And also,
does it close? No, it doesn't.
No,
close
it doesn't
anymore,
close
right?
yet.
No.
But we need to change this, the conditions here. But eventually, if you remember the design sets, I've also put OK and cancel buttons. I'm not entirely sure they're needed. I would probably get rid of them in favor of making this bigger instead. But I wanted to do one thing, which was to set the color of the one that is currently expanded, so it looks more visibly expanded, and that is easy because we can just do pill button colors. Why did I need to pass it? I don't remember why I needed to pass it. Maybe because I was lazy. Probably because I was lazy, because fun fact, I am.
Aren't we all?
Yeah, I don't think that needs to be passed in, to be honest.
So let's kill it and let's build and let's see what happens.
Yep.
Probably we are gonna break half of the rest of the app. Were we using it somewhere else?
Here, but the point is I can, like, even we were using the same things in both places. The elevation we don't care, because it's always the same. I was trying to make it too generic, probably for its own good. So
like reusable thing.
Yeah, exactly. But I probably don't need that. So we can make this and remove this. Okay. And take that out. Perfect. And I guess this could also fit on one line. Good. So we have simplified stuff here. And the reason why I have left it there, to be fair, this one we can probably just inline and remove the parameter because we're never going to change it. It's always 0 in our case, so that's okay. The colors is the important part, because we need to change the color when it's a button when the peel is expanded. So here we can do peel, or even easier, instead of wasting our life like this, peel background color, and this takes a color that is just this, and then here we can do this, and this is peel background color. Okay, so this is a bit easier, and then we don't need to redefine the whole thing.
Reduce the surface.
Yeah.
Nice.
You see, premature optimization and premature generalization are the root of most evil. Not all of it, but most of it.
No, but that's actually something that you see after even a few months of when you join the industry. People there always approach any problem with, let's make it future proof, right? And I want to be let's be generic so it's future proof. And I mean, I have to say, in 10 years that future, it never fucking happened. Never. It never. You just ended up with something like it was immensely complicated to maintain. We are never gonna swap the database. Yes, that never happened. No, but let's make it super generic so we can reuse it in 15,000 places. We have one screen. Okay.
But maybe we want to replace Rx Java with whatever. You're never gonna do that. That's a rewrite.
Yeah. Let's because you want to swap Rx Java with flows. So you mean throw everything away and start from scratch, right?
Yep.
No, but it's something that you see I see very often. It's there is always somebody in the team that is a bit more pragmatic. Let's keep it simple, and then you always have somebody else no, let's make it generic to be future proof. And yeah, it's always a trade-off. Even from a human point of view, you have to negotiate a lot of stuff. But luckily with the team that we have at the moment, I'm working with the people there embrace the rule of 3. If we are using it less than 3 times, we just leave it like this. And nobody ever died from copy pasting twice the same thing. But then if you actually go in there 3 and 4 times, we probably start reasoning about extracting stuff. And that's a healthy thing, but that forces you to have a incremental development mindset. Just build something and you never touch again. You keep working on it. I don't know what's your experience, Mark. Are you future proof?
It's sometimes just write what you need. If you find you're reusing it, then maybe consider, or maybe if you think that's very similar to something else I've used, then maybe try and think of it, but don't try and write stuff to be future proof. Only do that when you actually have a genuine need for it.
Fair enough. Nice. I like it. Or they are paying you by the hours. I mean, if they are paying you by the hours, I mean, make the thing as much complicated as possible. I mean, this is a pain to maintain, but it's gonna be worth it for me. I don't know for you, but jokes aside, be a professional.
Are you saying that because I'm a filthy freelancer?
No, I'm a freelancer as well.
You're a filthy freelancer as well.
This is just the truth. Yeah, I mean, we are like mercs, like those military contractor that you see in the movies. We are the equivalent in the computer programming industry. So black ops. We are black ops people. But jokes aside, keep it simple. Keep it simple, and you're gonna be happy. Oh, look at that, Sebastiano.
This works.
It works
Seb
actually
happy.
nice.
Seb being fancy down again.
Yeah. Well, so we only have the ripple effect so far, right? I mean, the guest came to animate stuff, Sebastian.
Yep.
So
I am just doing that now.
let's please the guest.
You don't actually need a box there. You can just leave that as is.
Is the card a box? I just never remember. Does it work like a box?
You can do something at a high level. So if you just go back to how that was, just with a simple text in there for now, then what you need to do is line 534, your if statement.
Mm-hmm.
You need to replace that, the whole line, with animated visibility.
Oh, our old friend.
And your visible needs to be what was the content of your if statement. You can do that to start with.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can refine it. We can make it look a bit nicer. The default animations aren't quite what we want, but you'd be amazed at what you get from that one line change.
So
that's amazing.
We just replaced the if. No, wait. We replaced one line. We replaced the if with another composable. I expect animated visibility is a composable, because everything is a fucking composable. So, it's a composable. And there is a property visible. Okay, so basically, instead of doing the if else that we were doing, we bind the condition of the if to the visible property.
Yep, and that's what animated visibility does. It's essentially going to respond to changes to the expanded value.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And it will just animate for us.
Okay, so what kind of animation do we get out of the box? Like just the thingy, like the change of visibility? No, I mean, or do we get something fancier? Because I don't know if it's the preview, it's the stream, but it just looked the same.
It is very janky from here as well. So I think there might be a limitation of the preview, but I just needed to be able to collapse things when they are expanded. So I've just done that, because otherwise it's impossible to see. Okay, it's kind of animating, but not really.
Okay. So it's not like it's more like a visibility swap, right? Kinda.
Yeah, like the expand is pretty much instantaneous, but the collapse it's actually properly animated.
Okay.
It might look slightly better in the emulator than the preview.
Yeah, let's try that.
But then we can actually refine the behavior as well.
Yeah, much better.
Okay.
So you can actually do an expand vertically and shrink vertically. I think the default is something slightly different.
The default is fade and shrink and fade and expand.
Oh, right. Okay. I think when I tried it, the default was something else. So
yeah.
I
fade
think
in
it
and
came
expand
in from the side
and fade out and shrink.
Yeah. Oh, that's fine then.
Yeah.
But that's changed since I last played with it. But I mean that's one line, and
yeah, that's the thing.
It certainly adds that. Usually, this is the sort of stuff you do towards the end of a particular UI, is actually start doing the polish. But when you can do these kinds of things with just a one-line change,
this is very nice.
Yeah, it's actually nice.
Me like it.
And the preview struggles. So now I see, even with the stream, now I see it running properly on the emulator. You see can you can you change the time of the animation, Sebastian? Does it have some properties
Do you
or
want
like
to
a
make it
modifier of some
longer
sort?
or?
Yeah, I want to make it like slower, like I just
Yeah.
for the sake of it. It's gonna be probably weird to see and feel sluggy, but I'm just curious about what can I throw in there.
So you have, I think we've done it already in another place, but you can just do
I can't remember.
enter equals, say, fade in, and you can pass the spec here somewhere, I think.
Yeah, it's an animation spec.
Oh no, there's
animation spec.
spring. Okay.
Lowercase animation spec, I think. Yeah, equals. Okay. And then you can do a tween.
What's the tween?
And give it the duration, and that should
3 seconds. Okay.
I mean, you wanted it slow. I'm going slow.
Yeah, no. I even want to understand what's a tween. I'm super ignorant on this stuff.
Mark,
do you want to explain it while I write the other two?
It's short for between, so it's going to animate between 2 points, and the tween is just allowing you to select the duration between those 2 points.
Okay. Thanks.
So generally, a tween animation would be where you have 2 states, and it's going to animate between them. And this is just a way of doing that. So now it should be super slow.
Let's try it. Let's motherfucking try it.
But it's basically okay. Just picking.
Yep. Hey, you wanted slow, you got slow.
I wanted slow. So the default. Oh, Jesus Christ! The default is actually kind of reasonable duration, but you can tweak it. Okay, I see. Thanks for.
By the way,
and Seb's tweaked it to the max.
Yeah, I've turned it up to 11. I just wanted to make you notice that if you interrupt the animation and start it the other way, it just forgets the tween duration. That might be a bug in Compose. Because I think it should still take 3 seconds if I interrupt it midway, or at least the part of the 3 seconds that it still has to cover.
But I remember that it was like animations are idempotent or something like that. I don't know if it's supposed to remember or you just, I don't know. Probably.
Yeah, TLDR.
Yeah, whatever. So super nice. One line instead of an if, we just throw an animation. I mean, it doesn't get easier than this.
Yeah. So
exactly, and for different use cases, the fact that you can independently set the enter and exit transitions as well, and you can combine them, and we've shown how easy it is to to change the duration, but you can also have it sliding in and out from the left and right and things like that.
Can we animate the size instead of the visibility? Like the car that expands like this instead of just like this, like from a corner to another corner instead of vertically. I know that I'm just messing with you at the moment, but I'm genuinely asking.
Let's have a quick look at the see what animations we've got which might support that. So you've got expand vertically,
okay,
shrink vertically, which we've got. That's what it's
I don't know if it's animate visibility or animate something else, because I remember there was something like animate color state change or something like that.
Yeah, color state changes are easy to do as well.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we have it there. Animate color as state, but there was something with the size. There was something, I remember there was something with the dimension, like animate dimension, whatever, something.
There you go.
No,
Animate
that's
TP.
animate.
You can do animate size as state if that's what you meant.
Probably is. I remember.
But then you need to
size,
create your
how...
own. Like the thing with animation visibility is that the expand vertically is wrapping things, and the animation spec is the one. Like it's in this case, it's a spring. It's not even a tween, but it doesn't really matter. You need to go with, so this is the inside. Let me check what expanding does. Takes an initial size, takes an animation spec and a clip. Okay. Also, you cannot clip. That's nice. You can decide not to clip things. But I guess you need to create your own enter transition if you want to.
Okay. Well, anyway, it feels like it's easier to.
I mean, expand.
To play with.
Expand, and in this case is doing a change size. Like it's transition data that takes a change size, which I guess is in the end the same thing. But this is going just one axis at a time, I guess. Not sure, but yeah, just to give you an idea.
Anyway, I don't want to derail the.
Just because you wanted to try something else.
No. I just wanted to know how hard it is to start customizing stuff. So we always get customization requests from the design team. So you need to be conscious that you can change the default stuff.
Fair enough. So I will make a. Well, I'm gonna be lazy. I'm gonna create a row that contains some text, and the text in this case is gonna be the time. So here we have val. Is it val? Yeah, val is okay. Time. Well, hour of day, and this is if expanded I said is from, then this is the time range dot from. Yeah, also this requires some shit in here. We need to make sure that the time range is not null. But for now, let's do it like this. Okay. Because we need to display it somewhere, like we need to have the text. Now, Mark, how would you do the fact that you can click one part of the other? Would you just put 3 text items? So 3 text composables?
Yeah, that would probably be the easiest. And then you can have an on-click on each of them.
Fair enough. So let's say we start with hour of day dot hour, and we need to string dot pad start to and 0. Okay, so we always have 2 numbers there.
Yeah.
Then we need to do another text, and this is going to be simply a colon. So I'm just gonna, for now, put the various items there so then we can make them clickable and whatnot. And this is minutes. Okay, and theoretically, oh yeah, I've done the preview, but that's okay. We can make this clickable. It's very clickable. It can be clicked several times until it goes into the oblivion.
I have there was so much memories from Microsoft Paint.
I know what the problem is. It's this, because the preview doesn't have a time range, so I need to pass it the time range, otherwise it's gonna explode. Time range is time range from hour of day 90 to hour of day 12:30. Something like that. It should work now. Okay,
Nice.
that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna make a padding first of all on the row. Okay, I'm gonna update the preview just so we have some more room. And then we need to create the text style. I am going to get it only once and apply it to all three of the text views of the text composables. So we are sure it's always the same and we don't risk changing one and forget the other one. So this would be material theme dot typography dot, I don't know, h3. What did I put here?
It's gonna be a
Yeah, h3.
3.
h3. Let's say h3. And now we need to add here a style equals text style, and this should give us the right size. And once that's done, okay, this looks legit enough.
Mm-hmm.
I need the arrangement.
Horizontal.
Arrangement.
Yeah.
Yeah, center. Okay, let's refresh the preview. It didn't do shit.
Ish.
Oh, yeah.
It didn't refresh.
No, I need to do this, otherwise it's not gonna work. Okay, now it should work because the row wasn't taking the whole width, so it was centered within the row, but the row was wrapped. So yeah,
Nice.
smart.
Nice. Yeah, click listeners.
Okay, so let's actually.
Oh, wait. Can you change the color according to the from?
What do you mean?
I mean, make the 9 purple because you clicked on the from.
No, that's not how it works. I click this, and now I need to select. I need another state, which is not the from or to.
Okay.
The from or to is the whole time, is 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Now I need to know is the hour or the minute that is selected. So I can do essentially the same thing, which is selected part of hour, something like that, and is hour minute, and there is no third option because it's either one or the other all the time. So here we can have well, technically it can be in here, so we can have var selected part of hour by remember immutable state off, and we always start with the hour. Okay, good. And now we can use this to set the color. Obviously we need to again do pretty much the same thing. Obviously the items are gonna change, but that's the names and the stuff, the actual colors are gonna change, but that's fine. So the expanded pill color in this case is selected part color, and that's correct. And the normal one is on secondary, because the card has a secondary background.
Okay,
and then what we can do is set the color, which is if selected part of hour equals hour. Then we do selected part color, else normal pill. Well, this is part, not pill.
That doesn't want to be an on secondary though, does it?
Huh?
You've got selected part color is primary, and then you've got on secondary.
Yeah, this is correct because the card is secondary, so I want to use on secondary.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it's like ideally I would do something like background color, and here I would do
you do
what is the name of the function? I always forget.
Is it local color context?
It's color for, it's something content color for. There you go, content color for just background color. So this one picks the on color automatically for you. So this is a bit more comprehensible. Cool. It's more intelligible. Okay.
That's cool.
Okay. Yeah, this is all stuff that I'm pretty much picking up just by looking at the code of the compose components. It's like
well, that's cool.
There's a lot of things that you can reuse that are super, super nice. Okay, so obviously now we cannot pick the selected part, but we should see that the 9 is now, yes, it's purple.
Okay.
Okay, good. Should we say well, we can just make it clickable, right? Or focusable?
Yeah, clicks. Is it a modifier?
There is,
or is it like
focusable. I don't know.
Click.
Mark, do you think we need to do focusable or?
I think it's clickable, isn't it? Or
yeah, but clickable also has the ripple, which I'm not entirely sure we want. Whatever.
Can you?
I'm just gonna rename it to selected part because I'm lazy. Equals from hour, and I need to do the same thing here but with minute. Okay, so now theoretically that should just work in the preview as well. Yeah, it hadn't updated. There's one thing I can say, that the preview uses a lot of memory. But yeah, okay.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, but you were right about the ripple.
I mean, it's alright, I guess. It's probably fine.
You can take the ripple off.
Yeah.
What's the... isn't it a focus...
indication?
Yeah.
What's an indication?
I want
What's an indication?
See. So this one is the one we have. Indication, local indication dot current, but is that something you can make null? Okay, yeah, I can do that. So how is it used?
To show no indication.
It's just interaction source. I think it needs to be specified. Yeah, we need to pass this, and the rest should be fine.
What's okay?
So this one needs to be the other one. So we have interaction source is this. Why wasn't it interaction source? There you go. I think it's just this it doesn't like for now. Okay, and then this needs a on click, which is this. Okay, why doesn't it want it?
Because there's something else. No, there's a no.
Oh, I need to pass the indication as well.
Indication null.
Okay, now it's...
What's interaction source? Mutable interaction source.
I have no clue.
Okay, fair enough.
So I'm just gonna say yes, it's something, probably.
Mm-hmm.
And then we do the same thing here. The only thing we need to do is change this to minute. And this should ideally
Let's
work
see.
without the ripple. Dip, dip, dip. Okay,
Oh,
no ripple.
nice.
Wahoo!
Oh, that was easy.
Yes.
I mean, it doesn't get more try and error than this. I mean, I love it. Oh, what's this? I have no idea. Let's make it null. Boom. Ripple is gone. Ciao. What the fuck? I mean, this is nice. I like it.
By the way, I decided that it's better when it's animated. So the color is animated, so that looks a bit nicer now.
Oh yeah, because of course it's like one line to make an animation. So you know why? Look at that. It's the same thing. It's like exactly the same.
Yeah, I don't think it actually had done anything. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it could be the preview is actually. Oh no.
No, this is complaining about
What?
something. All right. Yes, I'm a moron. Da 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 da. This needs. It's a state, so this needs to be by, and
Ciao.
do the same for this one, which is minute color. And this is of course minute, and this is, well, the whole thing is minute color. Okay.
Okay.
Now
Try
it
again.
should be happy. Obviously, formatting is
Yes.
all over the place,
It's
and
still some-
Android Studio doesn't want to fix it, but
Something broken.
I think you've got an
Still.
error in your source, so that's probably. I don't think it's affecting the preview, but if you look up at the top, you got a little red.
no, that's just unhappy
Yeah.
about the name of the preview.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, for some
right.
reason it's an error instead of a, yeah, whatever, fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Stop ship because yes, should be enough. Okay, and the same thing here. Okay, good. Now this should be all right. It's rendering the previews theoretically. The one thing I would like to see is I would like it to be like that I can just choose one preview instead of showing all of them when I'm just working on one, because there's no point in showing all of them. Like, I understand it's smart enough not to rebuild them from scratch most of the time, but when you do have an error like this, then it seems to rebuild all of them just because it can, and that's a bit annoying. And you
Rendering preview
cannot
106. Oh.
you cannot fix that. So actually, let me stop the app. Okay, and do preview. And let's see if what is this complaining about? No such method exception. I will need to rebuild everything.
Yeah. Sounds very reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
Just rebuild.
The project is
still building. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Capitan Ovvio. How is in English?
Captain Obvious.
Oh, Capitan Obvious. Yes. Yeah.
It also doesn't want
today
to
was
stay.
one of those. Today was one of those days where, like, IntelliJ and Android Studio, they were just struggling a lot, you know, with the view binding always red. And at some point, I was like, I cannot find the view that you're looking for. You know, like very Star Wars kind of thing. This is not the view that you're looking for. And I was like, the thing is there. You know, it's called image. Just load the image, and then you run the app, and everything works. But the Android Studio is completely red. And you're like, what I need to do? And always restart.
So
Always
I know what the problem
clear.
was. Because the file system is case insensitive and I have changed the T to capital T,
Oh.
it was looking for a class that doesn't exist.
Fair enough.
Well, fair enough is no. I mean, it's a stupid reason to fail, but at least I.
No, but that was fair enough. Fair enough because you are using a file system and it doesn't help you. So.
Well, I mean, technically true, but both Windows and macOS have the same problem. So it seems like 95 to 99% of the users would have this problem.
Yeah, and that's why this is the year of Linux on desktop.
Yes.
Where are we? Clicky.
I am waiting for interactive mode, but interactive mode wasn't working, so I need to stop it.
Mm-hmm. I smell
okay.
format in the air.
No, it's fine, and it's actually animating the color now. It takes some time and it's not super obvious, but well, sorry, it's not very long of an animation. It's like 200 milliseconds, so you don't really see it. But I guess if I made it red, it would be more obvious. But I'm not going to because I know it works.
Cool.
So this is happening, which is cool.
This is also nice.
Yeah.
But when you click the 2, is it the 30 selected? Oh, it remembers. Okay, it remembers which one was selected before.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever you have, because it's the same thing, so the selected part is always the same, essentially. I don't think there's a way to change things. Like, you would have to remember what was the previous expanded state and then reset it, but to be honest, I don't give a shit. It's okay.
Yeah, I mean, we can iterate on this on the settings.
People can do the extra click the way I see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
what do we do now?
I just want to add the 2 up and down buttons.
Oh, nice. Do we know how to do it with like an icon or some sort?
I want to see if there's an icon. If there's like a
arrow something.
Okay, let's use the pro tip, which is this. I guess we can abuse the expand more and expand less icons.
Okay.
Because otherwise you have like proper full arrows that I don't think make sense for us. So expand more. This is expand less. Also, this needs to be wrapped in an icon. And this is expand less. And the content description is 1 more hour. 1 more. Because it changes which one is which. Okay.
Is that going to be 1 less, though, rather than 1 more?
No, you need to consider this is the reverse. Because less is the one that points up, and more is the one that points down.
Yes.
This is
counterintuitive.
Yep.
This is a good way to make friends at work.
I also need to do vertical alignment. This is annoying. Is center vertically as well. Just because the time and the buttons will have different sizes. Also, I'm not entirely sure if the icon button has a minimum size. It does. Okay, yeah, I think we can make the text bigger. And that's probably making more sense than trying to shrink
like
the buttons.
Like the time?
Yeah, yeah, the text, I mean the time. Yes.
Oh, I got lost very dramatically. Okay.
No. Let me stop and restart interactive mode.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the icon that we are using, those are like drawables, right? So you can scale them eventually. out of curiosity. I'm not suggesting to scale them, but you can change the sides, like you will do it in like a drawable scenario,
Yeah,
right?
they are vectors. I decided that I am going to run the emulator instead of using the preview, because the preview seems to be having a hard time.
Sounds like
Image already
report to
disposed. Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Report to Google.
Yep.
Pretty sure there is people working on this stuff all the time. Let's go. Okay.
Yeah, this actually looks fairly decent, I would say.
Yeah, that's not even bad. But now I really want the triangle at the top because that will be super nice.
I think we should first make it work. You know, hashtag priorities, but
So what? So it's arrow down, drop up.
yep.
Fabio is suggesting. Is it the same icon that we have? No, it's another one.
Arrow drop. Oh yeah, drop up and drop down. I can do that.
Oh, they're actually super close to what you have on Figma. So thanks, Fabio.
Drop up and drop down. As always, thank you, Fabio.
And now we also have naming that don't. It's misleading.
Yeah.
Oh no. What the fuck?
Fucking hell.
Oh, Gradle. Yeah. Ciao, Gradle.
Yeah, Android Studio sometimes get greedy with the Gradle demons.
That might be what affected the preview as well.
I don't know, because it was like an image already disposed exception that probably fucked it. Which is clearly some preview bug, but I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, they are tiny.
Yeah,
but they're
teeny tiny.
They're super tiny, but they look like the one on Figma.
Yeah, I will later check if I can make, you know, the clickable area a bit smaller and make them closer together. But for now, let's just say that's good enough.
That's good enough.
And I also want to put a spacer here.
Your passion.
Yes. I like spacers. They're nice. We couldn't use them in views, but even though they existed technically. Okay, so let's say now we have to write the code to make this change shit. And then we can try and animate it very quickly and see how it goes.
Oh yeah. Let's do the clock thing animation. It's gonna be fine, right?
One thing at a time even. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Okay, so the on-click for the app is we need to get the current value and increase it by 1. So we need to do the
you need to remember the time.
So yeah, well, we know that the where was it? The hour of day. There you go. We have this. We have the hour of day. So we need to tweak that one. But I think that the problem will be that when we need to call the on-time range changed, which is our ultimate goal, we need to set the hour of day on the right one, which is not going to be too much of a problem, but we need to do that eventually. So this is going to be new. I'm going to go in reverse. New time range.
Okay.
Something like that. And we can create local variable, yes, which is time range dot copy. And here we need to do, so if expanded is from, then we need to change the from, otherwise we don't change it. So this is else time range dot from, and this is for the from equals that. Okay, so what do we do here? Here we need to do the case where it is expanded. So we are changing the from, and then this is the up button. So we need to add 1 to the selected part. The selected part is this. So this is essentially a nested if. Let's just, for now, it doesn't let me add braces. Okay. So we have if, and the code is gonna suck, but it's gonna work. So if
make it work, make it nice.
Yeah. If selected part is our, then we need to do time range dot from dot copy our wait, do we have, I think we have a function. Yeah, we have plus minute. We can do plus hours. Plus hours 1, and let's create that plus hours. There you go. And it's hours int hour of day, and this is copy hour plus 1. Okay.
While you're in here, is it worth adding minus hours and minus minutes? Or
yeah, that's
you could do a
that's
plus
good
minus
point.
1, but that's kind of counterintuitive as well.
Yeah, I guess we should, like, the real pain is gonna be minus minutes, but not too much. So also, yeah, it's probably time to.
You also need to handle wrapping, don't
Yeah,
you?
indeed. -1.
Yeah. So
but I won't do it for now.
Library.
I won't do it for now because it takes time and it's silly, not complicated, just boring maths that I'm gonna go and assume I'm gonna do wrong the first 5 times. So let's just say for now we ignore that shit and we just say the minus implementation as well is just, you know, -1 and whatever, and we need to fix that.
Yeah, because we also have, I mean, chances to use a date library. I guess we can probably look into.
Yeah. It's like I'm gonna put a.
I mean, we have Java, right? Java times should be enough.
I'll maybe do it after the stream, maybe over the next few days, because it's just a mechanical change of the internals and it doesn't have to change anything anyway. Okay, so we have plus hours. This else this is time range dot from plus minutes 1. Okay. And essentially the same thing for the 2.
The 2, yeah.
So that's why I'm saying that the code looks terrible, because it's a lot of repetition.
Yeah.
But it's good enough for now.
We can always do.
And you want selected part of hour to be minute as well.
You are correct. No, wait, no. That was correct.
No,
that was fine.
No.
That was
this
fine.
Is 2.
It's right this way.
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay. I would have done the same mistake in other circumstances anyway. So, and the other thing here is instead of plus, we need to replace the plus with minus. Okay.
Looks good.
Again, code doesn't look good, but it should work.
Well, I mean,
no, it doesn't. It doesn't look good. It does not look good.
I'm not sure how to improve it, to be honest. And probably not at this time in the evening, but
yeah.
You could at least extract out to functions so that you can reuse the function in both places.
That's true, but rule of 3. So
So there was something weird there when I selected it first. You see, when I do minus, I
Ooh.
think
it's resetting it. No, wait, I mean, it went to 0 from 5 to 0.
yeah.
Right?
But if I do it like several times,
Oh, no. Why is doing it?
I don't know. So let me check the minus minutes. That looks correct.
The fuck?
What about if you go up to 10?
Also, apparently I've also, yeah, it does the same. Somewhere I've already done the check of the course admin at least. So that is fine.
What's wrong with the down? I mean, where is the on click of the icon? I mean, what? It's here.
This one, yeah. This
So
is
new time range. Time range.
It's minus hours,
What
minus
the
minutes. Like it's not like it's rocket science. Maybe someone in chat has any ideas?
You mean Fabio? You mean Fabio?
Someone.
But this is on the 2 rather than the from, isn't it? So unless there's a...
Yeah, but the same happens with the from. So if I can go
Yeah.
this and it does the same thing.
Why?
But it doesn't do
What
it with the hours. That's the weird part, right?
So the minus minutes is broken somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not go back to that? Just see if there's... Compare it
How
to the
do-
plus minutes, because plus is working.
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
Well, that's
but
fine. That's fine.
Yeah. How do we do the minus hours? We just do copy.
It's the same thing. It's
Again.
always the same thing. So that's why I'm a bit confused.
Why is not used?
What? Oh.
Hours?
I can see. You're using minutes rather than minute.
Yeah.
In the...
Yeah.
But yeah, because this.
But we don't need. Yeah.
It's
probably
this.
that's
That makes more sense. Okay.
That's a tricky one to spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's also always IntelliJ. You know, this is the stuff when you say the tool, let the tool help you. Because I was like, why is gray? Why are we not using it?
Haha. It
Look
works.
at that.
Wahoo!
It works. But I like the idea that also changes the one that it's open. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, the one in the pill.
That's the beauty of state
Actually.
hoisting.
That's super nice, actually.
Minus
I love it.
2.
I love the minus. I mean, it's gonna be just a if, but okay.
Well,
I like it.
Not even. I just realized I can just do course at least. Well, course at most. No, wait, this is minus, so it's at least 0. This is
So what
this is
what does it do?
It's ensures the value is not less than the specified, which is good enough.
Oh,
for
this
now.
is so nice.
You didn't know it?
No.
Oh man, where have you
That's
lived?
standard Kotlin.
Where have you lived?
Wait. Yeah, I know that it's code, but so what happens if you keep doing the same operation? He's gonna always put 0 in there.
Yeah.
Ours want to be at most 24, doesn't it? Or 23?
Yes, it is ours. You're right. 23. Yeah, we have the plus minutes here. That is technically more correct. It kind of does the same thing. It's technically more correct. But yeah, because this does the
that's gonna
wraparound.
wrap
but
around.
whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm not gonna do the wraparound. I'm gonna do it later. But this should at least give us the sticking to the right amount of.
Nice.
Well, this will take less time to wrap or not wrap. Yeah, that's fine. Nice.
This is so nice. So nice. That's actually super nice.
Yep.
I need to remember coarse at least and at most. Okay.
Yeah, there's also another version that is coerce in, and you can pass it a range, so you can coerce the most and the least at the same time, or you can pass the minimum and the maximum explicitly. But it's super nice.
Wow, that's actually super nice. So much stuff in the standard library. So much stuff.
Yep, a lot of very useful things. Okay,
Yeah.
I would say
we could animate this.
Should commit.
Let's animate it.
Yeah.
How do you want to
I want to
animate
commit this. Give me 1 sec.
Yeah, Android Studio's forgotten to start deleting files on you, so if you commit, you
Yeah,
you
indeed. And also, I will need to take out the dependency on the dialog library, but we'll do it later. Okay, Mark, let's animate this thing.
Okay, so what we can actually do is animate the number changes. And I will not lie, I am unashamedly stealing this from a tweet that Google's Doris Liu wrote, I think about a week ago, about animated content, and it is just super powerful, as we've seen. So
this one?
Yes, that's it. So the target state wants to be around, so it wants to be around the text. And so this wants to be the value that we'll set the text equal to. So it's going to be basically our text. Yep, that's the one.
Okay.
And then the text itself, we can set to, where are we? We get some things defined for us. So the animatable state will have an argument. The animated, so if you did it there, it's going to take the right, just it is going to be a string.
Yeah.
Because that's what we passed in as the target state. So we might want to name that for clarity.
Value, or, well, hours.
Yep, that works. So the animated content on its own will just do a default animation, but that's probably not going to be what we want. So what we can do is we can add a transition spec.
Yep.
And that's going to be lambda. And we want to basically, if the target state is greater than the initial state, we want to animate in one direction. If it's less than the initial state, so basically whether the number's incrementing or decrementing, we want to.
Okay, so I will.
So we want to.
I will move this part here, so we have the number and we can compare it.
Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, if
initial state and target state, I guess, right?
Yep. So yeah, they're within this animated content scope. So if the initial state is greater than the target state,
so we're going down.
The number's going down. So what we want to do is we want to combine two animations here, one for the incoming text view and one for the outgoing text view. It's basically going to animate two text views when the value changes. So if it's going down, then the animated one, which direction do we want to go? The current one probably wants to go down.
Yeah, and the new one should come in from the top, I guess.
Yeah. So
no, wait, the other way around. If we are decreasing the hour, so if it were a rotary clock, it would be like the old one coming from the bottom, the lower one coming in from the bottom, and the new one going, and the higher one going up the top.
Okay, so what we want to do is do a slide in vertically.
Okay.
And then in there we want a lambda.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's within the brackets is easiest.
Okay.
And in there we can just do a minus it or a plus it. And that's basically going to control. So that's all right. We still haven't finished. Okay. And then we want to add a fade in as well. So at the end of that, do a plus fade in.
Okay.
It's just plus another animation. I like the
And then
API.
append that with a width.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need the dot. You can use an infix, so you can. And then we basically want to reverse that slide out animation, slide out vertically, with an initial offset of it.
So slide out vertically or initial.
Where is it?
Oh, target.
Target offset. Okay.
Okay.
And this is.
And that, yeah. And the beauty of calling these inside lambdas, this is something I learned this week, is it controls by using a lambda to look up the value. It's not part of the composition itself. So essentially, in view terms, back to the old view mechanism, it's the difference between invalidating the layout and just invalidating the draw. So you can kind of control the scope. Yeah, so you just want to reverse the polarities of those, and we're good to go. That's it.
This is fucking easy.
No, I want to see it running. I don't
probably screwed up the directions.
Probably, but
oh no, wait.
I mean,
something. Okay, so
we have screwed up
the
the direction, but that's not a big deal. It can be done easily.
Oh, but should you do the also invert, slide out and slide in for the second one in the else?
No, the slide is like the in and out is just saying this applies to the one that is coming in, or this applies to the one that is going out.
So what the width is doing is you've got to the left hand side of the width, you've got the enter animation, and to the right hand side of the width, you've got the exit animation.
Okay.
So it's basically, this creates two views. So in the lambda of the animated content, we have a text view. And so whenever it changes, it's going to bring in a new text view with the new value and then animate between the two.
This is beautiful.
This is 3 lines. It's not even beautiful. It's just fucking unbelievable.
If you were Joseph, you would say it's annoying, right?
Yeah, it's annoyingly effective, you know, that kind. This is annoying me. Yes, that's the. So I mean, the whole thing was in a tweet. So I don't think there is a better explanation of how easy it is.
Yeah. This seems very, very, very easy to do.
Shit.
And now I've done the minutes as well. There you go.
Oh, look at that.
One thing I would like to do, and I don't know if this font supports it, but it would be nice, is to have tabular numbers.
Yeah, that would be
because
good.
Tabular numbers are stylistic alternate for open type, which is essentially saying you make sure that all the numbers have the same width. Because you want to have them all line up vertically. And in this case, it would help. It would avoid it jumping around this way. But I don't know how to do it with Compose. So
yeah, essentially, it's like for a variable width font, say I actually want fixed width numbers.
Yeah. But yeah, whatever.
But I don't think you can force it on the font. You need a specific font, right?
It depends if the font supports it.
Yeah.
So, for example, I think the one we use is Podkova. We can check on Google Fonts. I think it should say, if it does. Glyphs, it's just that. It doesn't say shit, which is kind of annoying.
About...
Let me see if the GitHub mentions it. No, it doesn't say anything. Monoline slab serif with diagonal terminals, what proportions? Nah, it doesn't say. It might not have it. Hello, fellow Android dev. Welcome to the chat. We're almost done with today's stream. We're looking if this font has tabular numbers, but it doesn't look like it. I don't know. Google Font doesn't really say. Anyway, that's a smaller tweak that we can do later. It doesn't need to be done right now anyway.
But I like it. I mean, this was super easy.
Yeah, we have animated shit.
It's literally 3 lines.
Yeah. We could technically, but we don't have time today because it's already quite late. We could technically make it also swipeable. So you can swipe the numbers instead of using the buttons. But maybe Mark, you will come back at some point, and you can show us how it works. Because I know you've actually made a prototype. You showed me a prototype, and it seemed to be very nice. There was some weird shit with some crashes, right, or something like that.
Yeah, it seemed that basically I wired in a swipe gesture handler or scroll gesture handler that would basically emit different values. So if you say swipe down on minutes, it would based on the velocity, it would emit a number of values. But if you went too fast, it just screwed with the animations. So I had to put in a speed limit, and then I had to handle wrapping, where the current test we have is just a simple one. Is the old value greater than the new value, therefore we're incrementing. So I had to write some hacky stuff that when, say, the numbers wrap round from 59 to 0 on the minutes, for example, that we still animated in the correct direction and all of that kind of stuff. So there was a lot of hacky logic went in there that we got working, but the code needed a lot of tidying up. So but I think we kind of ran out of time to get that done today.
Yeah, I just want to say I'm gonna extract this as a composable, so it's reusable, and also wanted to point out that given its old code, when it comes to the animation, you just declare it once and reuse it. You don't need to redo it all the time. So that's very nice and convenient. I'm still annoyed by this, but
I think you can extract something there, right?
What would you?
I mean, you can
extract,
definitely.
though?
I don't know. I mean, new time range. Those are the same in 2 places, right?
No, they're not.
Is it the same?
They're not, because one is plus and the other is minus.
Oh no, but you've got the other one on.
Yeah, but the
one
below is
one
the
on
same.
the hours.
I'm sorry, I don't.
Oh, minus. Oh, yeah.
Because this branch is from, and this branch is to, and this is up, and this is down. So I think they're different.
Right. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
They are. Okay.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Sucks.
Okay. Well, I mean, it works. So let's.
Sucks less because it works.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not happy because we can't be happy with this stuff, but it works. So just breathe. It's good enough, Ivan. Just breathe.
Breathe. Remember to like and subscribe.
Well, yeah, I mean, we need to do this. But jokes aside, I just want to remember, ha ha ha. Sorry, I'm tired. So this is a composed joke. So I just want to remember you that if you have an Amazon Prime subscription, you can support the channel for free. You can pair your Amazon gaming account that comes for free with your Amazon subscription with your Twitch account, and then you can subscribe to the stream for free. And
also, it's the time of the month where if you have subscribed with Amazon Prime for free, you need to redo it every month. So don't think that, oh, I've done it already. Unfortunately, if you don't want to have to pay, you need to do it by hand every month. And that's how they get you.
Well, I mean, it's just like 30 seconds. So it won't be like a crazy thing. You can do it from...
Well, you can do it directly in the stream you're watching, just down there in the
you can do it on the... our homepage. If you're watching this on YouTube, as usual, the YouTube video is going to drop in a couple of days at 5 p.m. And please, if you like the stream, hit the like button. Jokes aside, subscribe to the channel. We keep monitoring the analytics. A lot of you are not subscribed, are watching the videos but are not subscribed. It's important for us that you subscribe, so subscribe. And yeah, we have a schedule, so the videos are coming every couple of days, basically twice a week at 5. But if you like notifications, you can also turn on the notifications, so you will know when the video drops. And yeah, thank you a lot. And it's important.
I think it's time for our big announcement. Who do you want to do it, Ivan?
Oh yeah,
I think you're the MC. Do it. Come on, go for it.
No, come on. Okay, so we were a lot of people gave us shit about share preferences. So why you're not using data store, you lame fucks? And but you have a nice interface, so you could replace it with data store. You bunch of bastards. But why are you using share preferences 2021?
I think that might have been me, wasn't it?
That was mostly you, Mark. Yes.
Yeah, it was mostly you. So the whole thing was done to show incremental development, and it was done in preparation for our next guest. So Florina is going to be with us. So, that's it. I dropped it. Florina is going to replace shared preferences with data store live next week. So are you happy now? So no more share preferences. Oh no. Yeah, we still suck at programming, but fuck, now we have super special guests from Google replacing the thing with data store. Okay.
We're super excited to have her, and I hope she's ready to deal with our shit, but she knows us both, so she probably does know.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't think she's ready to have Mark in the chat live.
All right.
So,
but we will see you on Saturday. On Sunday, not on Saturday. On Sunday to do some more, stuff. I haven't decided what yet, but we'll figure something out. Maybe we'll try to do the fling bit. And Mark, I mean, if you want to come back, otherwise, if you can just want to insult us from the chat, that also works.
I can't this Sunday, I'm afraid.
It's all right. All right. Yeah, you cannot. Sorry. But anyway, we'll figure out what we want to do. I think we have a bunch of other things that we can play around with, including...
triangle.
The triangle was one, and maybe also look at the ripple thing if we can figure out a way to fake it.
Yeah.
So let's see if that works. I'm so happy about this stuff. It's like I'm gonna play with it all day. It's like, oh god, this would have taken me 5 days to do, not like 15 minutes.
No, but the plus and minus thing is just fucking crazy. I don't even want to know how long it will take me. I don't want to think about how long it will take me to do it today with the views. But
I wouldn't do it with views.
So actually, I will just have a conversation with the design team We can't afford it.
It's like
we can't.
with
I
their
did
ship
have
features.
to do something similar to that actually with views last year, and it was painful to get right. There were just so many edge cases that broke it, and
I mean,
eventually got it, but it really took a lot of work getting it refined and just
I would
looking
probably do
smooth.
it with the recycle view. You know, the only solution that comes into my mind is like having a recycle view. You know, like the scroll thingy. You know, the fling. I will probably do it with the recycle, but this is crazy. I
Why?
mean, this is just
No,
like
no, no, no. You can you can do it. You can do it with a gesture detector and with views. Not really, but you can draw the animation yourself.
oh yeah,
If it's
but
not
no.
editable, you can draw the text. I've actually done that, but as Mark said, it is a lot of pain. There's so many edge cases
Yeah,
and things that are gonna break. So yeah,
I'm not
no.
that kind of developer. I can't do this kind of stuff. So I
Takes a
will
lot of
probably
time.
either like, yeah. But yeah, it was great. Thank you, Mark.
Yeah.
Thank you for showing us this couple of bits of animation that it was gonna, yeah, it's gonna be nice in the future. Nice animating
Yeah.
shit.
Glad to have helped, and we timed it just right. I've almost run out of gin.
Oh,
That's a small. It's
okay.
It's 1 unit of alcohol, right?
That's
Yeah, if a unit is sort of 700 mils, yeah.
I mean, probably.
depends. Depends on the reference, the system reference. You know, reference. That's your unit. Why not?
Anyway, thanks again to everyone that was with us today, and we are going to be live again on Sunday. We'll let you know on Twitter and Telegram what we figure out we're gonna end up doing, but probably the triangle and probably the ripple. And we don't have a guest for Sunday, but we do have a guest on Wednesday, so there's that. And we'll see you at both opportunities. Thank you very much for being with us once again, and have a great day, evening, depending what your time zone is and when you're catching up on this maybe. Bye.
Ciao, ciao.